Hey, this is Thor. Today I want to talk about another option to beat difficult bosses that many players just ignored. From what I can tell, the whole community is very interested in finding broken ways to one-shot bosses with crazy amount of damage. It is indeed fun to watch and know those options exist, and the build diversity and flexibility is probably the biggest thing attracts me to Passive Exile 2. However, I don't feel that's daily life a normal player would have. We have average skill, budget gears, limited time to spend on games, and different interests on builds, etc. Especially, I always try to find a good balance between damage and defense to make myself navigating the world of Passive Exile 2 both safely and efficiently. A previous example was Chaos Trial Master. It was easy to tank his damage with 4k armor and 5k energy shield, while still kill him within 2 minutes, including the animation time. Unfortunately, that has a limit. I defeated Zasht from Twisted Domain easily with my normal build on no difficulty, +1 difficulty, and +2 difficulty. No problems at all. It was comfortable walking through the fights. But when I tried to challenge the +3 difficulty, things changed. I died so many times, and the normal build no longer worked. There's no doubt that I'm a bad player in general. I just can't avoid being hit by bosses, and I can't avoid taking damage from burning ground on maps, etc. Really not a good player overall. So I have a few options to solve the problem. So I could choose to increase damage, try to one-shot the boss, or I could try to practice the skill, try not to be hit by the boss, or increase defense, tank all the damages and kill the boss slowly, or ask help for a carry run, or give up for the last 2 points of Atlas Bridge passives. Because I want to solve the problem and solve it by myself, so I won't give up or ask for a carry run. The rest of them, these options should all be possible, but I find the easiest way for me is to increase defense, and it feels good. This time, Zasht with +3 difficulty, 5k energy shield is definitely not enough. As you can see, I died so many times, getting kind of one shot by him again and again. So now I went for 9k and see what can happen. And the magic happens. The strategy works. I'm no longer afraid of being hit by Zasht, and my energy shield never goes below the half. So you could say though I only get about 800 life, but I get 9,000 energy shield, and the recharge is 2,000 per second, and I got about 52% of faster recharge. Beside of that, I also have the support gem that allows me to recharge my energy shield when I getting stunned, and that recharge start immediately for 2 seconds uninterrupted for both my 2 main skills, explosive shot and glacial bolt. So yeah, I think that the fight took more than 10 minutes, but it actually relatively safe. And I can feel the hope during the fight, and afterwards, when I finish the fight, it actually feels quite rewarding. So the theory is so simple. The boss itself cannot recover his life, but I can recharge my energy shield in general very quickly. So if I can survive by tanking the damage from boss, and I can keep making damage to him regardless how small damage I could deal to the boss, I will eventually win the fight. And I did prove that. And you could find the video footage in my YouTube channel. So yeah, getting high defense is definitely a viable option to beat difficult bosses. So I think it's probably worth to quickly show how I get that 9000 energy shield as a mercenary witch hunter. So in my passive tree, like nodes I have, I basically sacrifice damage to get more energy shield or armor. And I think there is one thing that worth noting. As a witch hunter, basically it's a life-based character. By default, it was using armor and evasion, but all of us know armor and life just don't work really well. So my choice is to go armor and energy shield. So this is basically a combination of strength and intelligence. I think it mainly belongs to the character that has not been released yet. Either Druid or Templar, I think they are strength and intelligence combination, that kind of character, while the Witch Hunter mercenary in general is not falls into that category. But thanks to the passive tree that actually everyone just start from a different point, but you can still climb to there, or travel to there. So yeah, I can still take those nodes and achieve what I want to achieve. But as a life character, I need some base energy shield to scale, and actually it's very hard to find a good base energy shield to start with from the equipment. So basically what I found is this ghost rope that it's actually convert the maximum life into energy shield. So based on that, I can start scaling that. So without it, you can see I don't really have much energy shield, but I think I have about 2000 life if I don't convert. But with this conversion, I can reach where I can. Well, I'm currently now it's 9000 energy shield. From the passive node's point of view, basically needs to go armor and energy shield. So this is a group for that. This is not a group for that armor and energy shield. And this node is the most critical node to take, that applies armor to energy shield. So and get a good recharge rate at the start. So without this node, the energy shield also does not work very well to me. But after apply this nodes, that works very good. So not like all the damage over time actually going pass through the energy shield, and it also do some reductions for physical damage that tanked by our energy shield. So yeah, this node is the most critical one that makes my energy shield really more valuable than the planned value it shows. And then other nodes I would take is this maximum energy shield. This group is for faster recharging and recharging rate. This group nodes is about increasing maximum energy shield. So as well as this group, maximum energy shield, there are quite a lot of them. Apart from the existing nodes, I actually use the blue jewel to actually get more maximum energy shield. So you can see this one 20%. So 20% is basically the maximum you can get for each joule. So 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. This one, yeah, 20%. So I have added a few joule to actually further scaling my energy shield to reach that value. Actually, I do have a few joule that not scaling maximum energy shield. Those are for like for damage or for armor, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think it still depends on what the personal needs of that. If I need more, I can scale. Otherwise, I want to still get some kind of damage to work with. And I think current setup is fine. Oh, it was noting that I do have the notes taken by instill the amulet by using the distilled emotions to get this patient barrier, which gives me 60% more maximum energy shield. So at the end, I got 9,000 of energy shield with 2,000 recharge per second. And this plus 52% of fast recharge basically means I don't need to wait for 4 seconds with no damage before my energy shield to start recharging. I think there is a formula to calculate that. I forgot what the value is. It's probably, I think I just need to wait about 3 seconds, that kind of stuff. So yeah, if I can get faster, it's definitely better, but I think currently it's fine. Yeah. And I think another very crucial part is to add a support gem on my attack skill. So this energy barrier, what they do is when you actually trying to attack, but you actually getting stunned by taking damage from the enemies. Your energy shield will begin charging immediately. So that makes the battle much safer because it becomes charged immediately. You don't need to wait until no damage taken, and this will not be interrupted for 2 seconds. I have 2,000 recharge per second, which means when I get stunned, I'm guaranteed have 4,000 energy shield recharging for the next 2 seconds. Safe, right? And it does work well. Yeah, so that's basically it. I really want to point out that having great defense can actually solve some problem.